Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to have the first down at about the 4. That time. The Vikings sit 2-7 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
They'll set up to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Gets around him. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, left side. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Browns defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his left.
And he He's left with no option here but to throw it away. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 3rd down and 7. He'll get this complete to Tillman. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right?
Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take some... so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Go, Reed, go! Ready.
Warren will try the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff for Warren. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 8. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hands down, he's coming.
They'll run on first down. Matlock. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Matlock. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down,
On first down, Matlock. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Check Bobcat.
Second and 4. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man. It's Warren. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
79 Broncos.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman, 32 yards. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Warren is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that makes it 23-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third down at 13. From the gun, here's Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Matlock. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tim Patrick in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, Matlock. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Watson. It's caught, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now a handoff up the middle. Matlock. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
They'll run with Strong.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now Watson is going to move him around.
Quick throw completed by Watson. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
19 right.
of the gun. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Terron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Go, check, go, check.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
On the give, it's one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Trap 50, trap 50.
He'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Hey, 24.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And they'll run again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Cowboy 80.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Now a run with Warren. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll set up to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Running left, it's Warren. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Warriors 17. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Browns drive about to get started. And the 4th down stop has them in the driver's seat. Now we'll see if they can put points on the board to strengthen this slim lead. At the very least, they'd love to march this football out of their own territory and chew up some 4th quarter clock. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Seven Pirates. Hey, check that. Street. Hustle.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with the option left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now an option play on 2nd down.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go, Reed. Go.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. They can finish things off for them.
To throw, Watson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a tee for him. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's brought down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now Watson.
it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Vikings are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. His throw incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Warren. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime. 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Watson on first down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the run, it's Warren. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here's
now.
3rd and 10. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They're going to look to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much